right, so we are on the way to my buddy Austin's house. He's got a set of OEM forks for me because, long story short, I went down in a group ride and messed up my clutch lever, my rear set, and snapped my forks in half. It's been a week since I haven't rode my bike. It's a good little week off, but I'm itching to get back on it. So we're gonna go over there, pick him up for a good price. He's gonna hook me up, and yeah, go from there. Yes, you'll get me back on the road, boy. Got some Z125s here that are, oh, they've had some better days, haven't they?
Oh, for sure.
Especially that one over there. He said, come on now. He got a Grom, but he loves the Z125 too. I'm a Kawi fan too. Like, I grew up riding Kawi dirt bikes, so. But you know the Grom rules when it comes to the mini bikes.
Yeah, I grew up on Hondas, but
Yeah.
Kawis, street bikes.
Hey man, if it's Japanese, it's a good bike.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for getting me back on the road.
No problem.
Well, here she is. The aftermath of her. You know, broken front fork. I'm gonna need a new front fender. Josh hit me up from RSC. Gave me the address so I could ship this puppy back because she's seized up. Unless you pull hard on her, then she goes in. Like, this is probably the 12th one I've fucked up. And basically that bolt right there, oh yeah, you can see how bent it is going into the swing arm, holding the swing arm to the frame. And then that one's bent down there too. So I'm going to heat this up at a later date and try and bend it back without taking it off, just to see how long that'll last, you know. But I'm gonna take off this clutch lever, put some new forks on, and I'm gonna do it in a way that I don't see a lot of people doing it, and you're gonna laugh, but it works. First things first, we're gonna take this clutch lever off, and I'll show you why we're gonna do that first. This piece right here, where the clutch cable goes through, I had to pry open and get kind of wide in order to get my clutch cable out, or else I'd have to cut it. And that's just too much work, and I don't want sparks flying around in my garage, because then that's just shit I gotta clean up. And voila. That reservoir sticks up just a little bit. I'm gonna just push down a little bit, not too hard. There we go. Now it's kind of under there. It's a little flimsy right here, so you can like bend it back and forth without it snapping, and it'll be okay. Now, the greatest trick of all time. She is. I'm probably gonna zip tie this up here until I get the fender to mount it to. Now, since we flipped it back over, I'm gonna throw my stock clutch on. Made it a little shorty, that way, you know, you can work both at the same time. And then this lever isn't touching my middle finger. So I can do both simultaneously. Thing's a lot harder to pull than an RSC, not near as smooth either. But it'll do the job for now. That way the bike is rideable. And the real question is, people are gonna say, is it gonna start? You flipped it over, all that oil's going somewhere where it shouldn't have been, where it's never been, blah, blah, blah. I'm not telling you how to do things. But if you don't give a shit like me, go ahead and do it. Had a few beers one day and I had to work on my bike, flipped it over, turned it back over when it was done. She fired right up, no issue whatsoever. Am I gonna say that you're gonna have no issues when you do it? I can't say that. So don't do this unless you don't care, like me. Voila! She's back in business.
We just got to straighten that puppy out and then we're good to go.
So we are at this cool little spot that I found, and we're gonna test out the clutch, make sure it engages right, where it, it's adjusted right. Forks feel good as far as I know. I'm just gonna see if the clutch is adjusted right. Pops up nice. I think it's good to go right off the rip. Didn't even really have to adjust anything out of the clutch. Just threw her in there and she works great. I need more power.